So today I'm going to be reviewing an e-ink Android tablet, and that is the Boox Go Gen 2 Lumi. And if you're looking for an Android tablet that provides that e-ink experience, that's what this is about. But the question is it worth buying? And what do I think about it overall? My name is Zach with Android Digest. Let's get right into it. So a lot of you are used to buying OLED tablets or AMOLED tablets. You get those screens with all of those pixels, or maybe you get a mini LED tablet. Well, this tablet, it works completely differently because it's running with an e-ink display. So e-ink displays, they're not made of all of these pixels lighting up. They're actually made up of millions of these microcapsules, and they're about the diameter of a human hair. So it's really cool how this technology, it reminds me almost of an Etch-a-Sketch, okay? So it's gonna work very differently than your normal tablet or your normal smartphone, but there are a lot of advantages to that because whenever you're reading, especially outdoors, if you're someone that loves to read a book outdoors, you're someone that doesn't want to deal with as many reflections on your display, you want everything to show up much more visibly, well, e-ink is going to be great for people who love to read, they love to do presentations, maybe you like to read on this display as you're talking to someone, right? You do presentations for a living, maybe you're someone who just likes to sit down and read a good book, or you're someone that maybe likes to take notes. If you're someone that wants to use this for college and a note-taking experience, it's always so frustrating when you have an Android tablet or a phone that is used for everything, because if you use your tablet for YouTube, if you use your tablet for Instagram and TikTok and all of these apps, you're constantly going to get these notifications that are going to distract you. But this tablet, it just has a few basic apps. It does have the Google Play Store and just a few minor apps that they put on the tablet initially, but then it's up to you with what you want to install. And most people that use a tablet like this, they're really just going to use it for reading apps like Kindle. You might use it for like a Bible app, or if you like to read any type of religious text, you might download something like that. But there's not going to be a lot of things that you're going to be downloading on here. If you try to watch YouTube on this tablet, it's going to look crazy, and it depends on if you have different settings on. You can actually turn on the screen to refresh faster, but if it does refresh itself a little faster, that is actually going to affect the quality of the display. So you might not want to use this for YouTube, at least on a normal basis, even though it does look kind of cool. And it reminds me of the Take On Me music video. This tablet is going to be for those people that just want to take notes, because it does come with the stylus, and the stylus experience is awesome. In fact, the screen, it feels sort of like a matte screen protector, but whenever you're using the stylus to write on it, it actually does sound like you're writing on an actual piece of paper. It sounds like you're taking notes in a classroom or something. It's going to give you that feel of writing on paper. It's even going to have the sound of writing on paper. And whenever you write on it, it's going to show up with e-ink, and it's going to be a much better note-taking experience than you would traditionally get on a smartphone or a normal tablet. So it's really good if you just want to use this for notes, if you want to use this to draw, or you might be someone that wants to use it to read. This is going to be a terrific tablet for reading. So if you open up something like the Kindle app, for example, you're going to be able to read whatever books you have on there, of course, and it's going to look really, really good. Now with an e-ink display, what you'll notice is as you turn pages or scroll on the display, you will see some minor physical remnants like behind the display of what the previous image was, and that's why you have to refresh the display. It's almost like an Etch-a-Sketch, okay, and you're actually shaking it or something. Like, you do need to refresh all those things under the display so it will only show what's there. So that's why every once in a while the screen will automatically refresh itself, and you can actually change that in the settings depending on what you prefer. But even if there's some minor remnants behind, it still looks so much better than reading on a traditional phone or tablet. But the reason why this tablet in particular is going to be better than a lot of other tablets like the Remarkable tablet or a Kindle is because you could get that e-ink experience. You get it on Android 15. It's a custom version now, so don't expect a lot of software updates. But the big thing is you could get that experience and use it on normal apps. So maybe there are some book apps that you like to download from the Google Play Store. You could actually download those here rather than having to rely on whatever Remarkable provides or whatever Kindle provides. You get the access of the Google Play Store and you're able to use it to read whatever you want, whatever apps you like to use for reading, or whatever app stores actually sell books. You could download all of them here, and you can still get the Kindle app, but you could also use whatever Boox provides as well. Now, they do have like a free store here where you could download a lot of books there too. A lot of them are very traditional, like Tom Sawyer or William Shakespeare, stuff like that. But it is still cool that you could get those. It's a way to get some nice free books, and it's a good experience overall. You could also use their note-taking app if you wanted to use that, because it is built in. Again, they only have a few basic things on the side, so the software is pretty basic. There's not a lot of things you have to worry about, and there's not a lot of distractions, which is something I'm a big fan of here.
So I will say my voice is like going out, and I'm editing this video and I realized that I need to talk a little bit about the price, because the price is $450. And that price to you, it might sound worse than my voice. It might sound awful, okay? But still, it's actually pretty good when you compare it to other e-readers that are at a higher price point. There are a lot of other e-readers around $450, and a lot of them are more limited in their software. So I do think it's actually good competition for other e-readers. It just might be a little bit of a high price for those of you just looking for an occasional niche tablet to use on the side.
But this is pretty simple because if you look at the landscape of other e-ink tablets, it's a very specialized tablet for a very specialized job. And I know there are some cheaper options out there that you might find, and those are okay, but this is going to have more storage. It's not going to have some crazy Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor or something. It's not going to have all that power because it knows it doesn't need it. It does only have 4 gigs of RAM. But even when you look at other tablets, a lot of these e-ink readers, they only have 1 gigabyte of RAM. But this is actually running Android. That is the big experience boost that you're going to find here versus something like Remarkable. You could get away from those things and you can run Android. Being able to download any application and read whatever you get, that's going to be more flexibility you get on this tablet compared to Remarkable or compared to Kindle. There's also a really cool book cover that they have. It's a really nice feel. It's not a leather feeling, okay, so it is going to feel like a fabric material, but it did feel really nice to use, and it actually comes with something that you could put your stylus in. Every once in a while, the stylus would get loose, okay, so you have to make sure to put it in there correctly and make sure that it's stable, but you can actually move it along depending on where you want it on the case, and it was a nice way to secure my stylus most of the time. So simply put, if you're tired of all the distractions, I think this is going to be one of your best options. There are so many advantages to a tablet like this. It does help you to focus, and it does help you to get away. You could turn your phone on Do Not Disturb, put it away, put your other tablet away, and focus on this. So I know it's a niche product, and some people, they don't like tablets at all. But maybe your one use case for a tablet is reading. If you're someone that wants one tablet for one purpose, reading or writing, this is going to be tremendous. So I would highly recommend this if you're someone that wants a tablet for those purposes. It is really the best option if you're just wanting it for basic reading. It's not going to give you color, but for a black and white e-ink tablet, it's going to be terrific. There's all types of great things that I love about it. So if you are interested in this tablet, feel free to check the links in the description. I want to thank Boox for actually sending this out to me for review. They did not have any input on this review. This was all of my thoughts. They did not see this review or anything before you. I actually just released it straight to you. So I do want to thank them though for sending this out. If you're interested in buying one for yourself, check the links in the description and check the links below. And I just hope if you love Android, if you love Android tablets, if you love Android phones, I hope that you will subscribe to my channel, but also check out some other videos if you get time. If your life is crazy, by the way, no matter what you're going through, I hope you have a great day. And no matter what it is that you're dealing with, I hope you also have a tremendous week.